What's up, guys? It's Bobby Buckets. I'm finally back for another video. I took a little holiday break, but I'm back. I'm here to give y'all the best playmaking badges in NBA 2K21 next gen. Before I start, go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel, and let's jump right into it. So I'm gonna go over all the playmaking badges. There's some new ones, there's some old ones. Some of them they switched around, all that good stuff. So let's jump right into it. The first badge, Ankle Breaker. It improves the likelihood of freezing or dropping a defender during dribble moves. Now, this was obviously in current gen, but at first it wasn't that well. Like, it didn't really work. So then they patched it, and it worked better. So now in next gen, it's a really good badge for guards. If you're a dribble head and you're dribbling, it's pretty much you want to have it on as high as you can. This little just mock build I made, you can't get on Hall of Fame. But if you're a guard, you'd obviously get on Hall of Fame. I would definitely use it on Hall of Fame. It pretty much breaks down the defender at random times, and especially if they don't have ankle braces on, they're going to get their ankles broken, and they can't do nothing. They literally can't move their player, so it's really good. Bailout, it increases the chances of successfully completing a pass from midair. Now, this is a really good badge, but I hate this badge. I hate, just for me, when I'm playing defense or something, they get baited into shooting a heavy contest, and they just hit A out of it. This is when Bailout activates. It's really good because sometimes it gives them dot animations. It's really good for any player that shoots because sometimes, you might have that heavy contest and, you might have to pass out of it and it's going to give you good animations. But like I said, it's one of them frustrating badges if you're playing defense because, you might go for a board too out the corner and then throws a steamer to the left corner, opposite corner of the player and, they get a free three out of it. But like I said, it's still a good badge. It's just kind of competitiveness in me don't like it. Break Starter. This badge improves a player's ability to make effective outlet passes after grabbing a rebound. Now, I feel like this badge is, everyone has their own thoughts on it. I think it's really important because in Pro-Am, if you don't have Break Starter on and you don't have good pass accuracy, a lot of the animations that your players will get, they will fumble the ball and stuff like that. They won't catch it cleanly. But if you have Break Starter and, high pass accuracy, they'll get cleaner catches and they can make make plays on the break. So I think break starter is really important. I think the lower your pass accuracy is, the higher you probably want the badge. If you have high pass accuracy, you probably want it break starter higher. I mean opposite. If you have high, you don't need it as high. If you have low, then you probably want it a little higher, as high as you can get, just so they don't get those bad animations. Next, Bullet Passer. It improves the player's ability to quickly pass the ball. Now this right here is the best playmaking badge in the game. It's pretty much what it does is just speeds up your passes. So it's just those laser passes. Like, I've watched people have it. I've tried it. If you have it on Hall of Fame, you're throwing steamers, lasers across court, full court with the break starter. Like, you're throwing dimes pretty much. It's really good badge. It makes it hard to play defense because you can't, see the ball going in the air and get out to your man. It's like, no, that's a three. So if you try to help. So this, I think, is the best playmaking badge on the game. Any build could use it because it's just going to make it so much harder to play defense and get play help defense because a pass could come at any time. Next, Dimer. This boosts the shot percentage for an open teammate on jump shots after catching a pass. Before, I felt like this used to be a really important badge because it helps people shoot. But me personally, I feel like on this game, everyone can shoot. So it's kind of not as important. If you have your bullet pass, I feel like bullet passer, your break starters, couple of the other badges, ankle breaker if you're a guard, it's more important than diamond just because everyone can already shoot, so they shouldn't need diamond. In the past, when people have low three-pointers and stuff like that, that's where diamond is really important. But yeah, so I don't think it's that important this year. Downhill, it increases overall speed with ball in transition. This is another good badge, but I would say if you play Pro-Am, it's mainly good for locks because they're the one who's getting the ball on the break. Or sometimes bigs, if they get a rebound and you have downhill on. If you have the badges, it's good because when you're pushing it, you're going to be moving really fast off the board. Kind of like a Draymond or something like that. You get the ball, you push it in transition. But if you're not really getting rebounds and you're not getting the ball on the break, guards can use it too if they're getting out on the break. Because like I said, it speeds you up. Then it's not as good though if you're not out on the break. But in Park and stuff like that, that's where I think bigs are really good with it because, like I said, in Park, you can get out and transition off boards way easier than you would in Pro-Am. Next up, Floor General. What it does, teammates receive an offensive attribute bonus when player is in the game. So pretty much what it does, each level it gives a +1. So bronze +1, and then Hall of Fame it's +4, and you can figure out the in between. I think it's a good badge. If for me, I put it on my corner on Hall of Fame, my corner build, because in Pro-Am, it's going to help all my players, their offensive attributes. So I think it's good if you can get extra playmaking badges. Floor general will always be good just for having that extra bonus. Like I said though, everyone can shoot this year. Like you don't need a lot of shooting badges or anything like that. So yes, it'll help, but it maybe not as necessary as before compared to like, you know, in 20 and stuff like that, where people have pure locks and you need dimer and floor general to be able to make a shot. It's not as needed, but it definitely still helps. Handles for days, reduces the amount of energy lost when performing dribble moves. Obviously for this, it's pretty much if you're a guard, you should have this on Hall of Fame, and it's gonna, like, if you're spamming dribble moves for you dribble heads out there, definitely you want handles for days as high as you can. If you're not dribbling, you know, you're not using that right stick to dribble, then you probably don't need handles for days at all. It's that simple. Pretty much just for guards if you're dribbling. Needle Threader. It increases the likelihood that tough passes can get by the defense. Now, this is another one I think is a really good badge. You put this with Bullet Passer, like I said, you're throwing steamers. It's pretty much going to help, you know, make those tight passes. They'll get through. They'll go right by their face, you know, a little face time right through their hands. So Needle Threader is definitely one of those good badges for any build that, you know, that you should have passing on. And I think, you know, like I said, if you put this together with like these other passing badges like Bullet Passer, Break Starter, like it's really OP. Next up, Quick First Step. It provides more explosive first steps out of triple threat and size ups. This is another one that I think is good for any build. Put it as high as you can because it's going to give you those really good animations out of triple threat. So if you catch in the corner, you can get a blow by. Catch on the wing, you get a blow by. Right off rebound, or not rebounds, off of like resets and stuff in PNR for guards is really good. Or centers, you know, you fake the reset and you go to the rim. And it's good for any game mode. Quick First Step is definitely one of the best playmaking badges. Relay Passer provides a boost to shooters on a pass to assist. This is a new badge, and to be honest, this one's kind of tough because you don't know. Sometimes you don't really know if you're going to get a pass to assist, but like, if you're swinging the ball, you know, you swing it and they make that one more pass, then it's going to activate. It's pretty much that's where it activates. I wouldn't run it because you just don't necessarily know in 2K if you're making the next pass. But it can be really good too on the break. If you throw, say your center has Relay Passer on, you throw it on the break and then that person hits one more person, they just shoot it. It probably should give them a boost. But like I said, also, everyone can shoot. So it's like a dimer that's not off the first pass. So it's not really necessarily needed. Space Creator improves the player's ability to create space from a defender. This is another one for those ball handlers. You know, like I said, it's going to help you create space, you know, step backs, different moves like that. So for guards, it can be good, but if you're not a guard dribbling and stuff like that, you don't need it. Special Delivery. It gives boost to passer and receiver's takeover meter following a flashy pass if the shot goes in. Some people have been using it, but it's pretty much you have to use flashy passer, which I personally don't really use, but if you do use it, like I said, it's going to help your takeover meters go up on the passer and the receiver. So if you're one of those people that love takeover and you want to get your takeover up, throw flashy passes with this badge on. Next up, Stop and Go. It improves the player's ability to start and stop with the ball. This badge is kind of iffy because, you know, a lot of people think you don't need it because you can still stop pretty quickly on the game, which I agree with, but sometimes it can give you quicker, like good animations on stops. When dribbling the ball, maybe in transition, you're trying to stop and stuff like that. But it's not really needed. I guess it's just one of those, if you have the extra badges, then you might use it, but it's not necessary. Tight Handles. It improves the player's ability to break down their defender. This is another dribbling badge. Simply, if you're dribbling, it's going to help you with animations and bring down your defender and stuff like that. But if you're not dribbling, you don't need this badge at all. This is also one of those returning badges from current gen. So I think it was in 20 where it was really OP and it gave you like ankle breaker all the time. So lastly, Unplugable. It reduces the chance of getting stripped by the defender. Now, if you're a guard and you're dribbling, you should definitely have this on Hall of Fame because I think you're pretty much not going to get plucked as much. Some people think you only need it on bronze, but I think Hall of Fame, you're going to get plucked way less. Other builds, I would use it on like bronze or something just in case, you know, people try to pinch you or try to get those steal animations. But like I said, any other builds, if you're a dribbling build, you definitely should have it on Hall of Fame, especially for point guards. Other builds, you can put it on like bronze if you have the badge points for it. So that's all it for this video. That's all the playmaking badges. Like I said, let me know if this video is helpful. If it helps you decide which playmaking badge you should use for your build. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. And I hope to see y'all in the next one.